Good day, everyone. My name is Olawale Mutiatisle of National Open University of Nigeria. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the special program on ODL for our administrative staff from county 7 to 15. Our topic today is harvesting of contribution from discussion forum, transmission of contributions to the facilitators for scoring, and send the scores to the students. I'm very sure you are going to enjoy every part of this lesson. Thank you and stay tuned. On week 1, look at the activities we've had on the first week. On Wednesday, we did our discussion forum, and the topic was on the future of open and distance learning is brightest in Africa of all the regions of the world. And we are to discuss this and for the maximum word of 300. Now, under the discussion forum, you will find out that we have different groups. The first one is Agricultural Sciences Group, Arts Group, Education Group, Health Sciences Group, Law Group, Management Sciences Group, and Social Sciences Group. If you click on any of these groups, you will see all the entries, all the contributions to the discussion forum. You see the number of students, the number of contributors, and their contributions. Now, let's click on the first one, which is Agricultural Sciences Group. Now, look at all the entries on Agricultural Sciences Group. Wow, this is marvelous. The next thing we are going to do is copy and paste. How do we go about that? We just open our MS Word, where we are going to write scores, for discussion forum week 1. Perfect. The next thing we are going to do, we're going to copy the topic for the discussion. And the topic is here. Let's copy it up to here and paste it in our MS Word under the scores. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to insert table. Yes. Now we have number of columns and number of rows. In our number of columns, let's stop at 4. And the number of rows, it depends on the number of students we have for discussion forum. That is the number of students that contributed. Let's stop at 10. Now make your table suitable for what we need it for. Here we just need to put the number of students. The next column, we are going to put the names of the contributors. And the next thing we are going to do is the contribution itself. We put it inside this column. And the last column, we have our scores. Now, the next thing we are going to do, let's put the numbers here. 2, 3, 4, Let's stop at 5. If we need more, we'll continue putting it there. Let's go back to our VLE. The next thing we are going to do is to copy the name of the contributor, which is Simon here. Under the agricultural group, we have Simon. Let's copy and paste under the name. Good. The next thing we are going to do is to go back to our VLE and let's see what Simon said about the future of open and distance learning. Good. Paste it under the contributions. Nice one. So this is the contribution from Simon. The next thing we are going to do is to go back to our VLE. The next name there is Mafo Esuga. Put it under the name. Nice one. Let's go and get the contribution from Mafo Esuga. Put it under the contributions. Good. The next one, we go back again to our VLE accounts, get the name of the third contributor, which is James. Copy the name. Back to our VLE. Let's copy what James said about open and distance learning. Paste it under the contribution. Good. Let's go back and get more contributions. Want to harvest more? This is Annie. Let's copy the name. Paste it here. The next thing to do is to get the contribution from EJ. When you are copying, make sure you start from the beginning and take everything from the contributor. Now we have it here. This is the contribution from EJ. Let's go back again. You know, I made table for like 5 people here. We have Rashida Aruna. Copy. Paste it here. Good. Let's go back and get the contribution from Rashida Aruna. Good. Now we have contributions from 5 participants. Let's stop here for the sake of this practical. We just want to see how we are going to do to save our time. The next thing we are going to do is to design our table. But before we go there, this is the raw score. This is the raw harvest. The contributions we have just gotten from the VLE accounts, will now give these to the facilitators for scoring. After scoring the contributions by the facilitators, the table will be sent back to us. For example, if this contribution, the topic, is going to be scored over 10. Now, look at the contribution from Simon. The facilitator might decide to give 8 over 10. That's the scores for Simon. Let's go again. The second person, the facilitator might look at it and decide to give 9 over 10. The next one, the facilitator might decide to give 7. Depends on what is written by the students. The next one, when the supervisor looks at the contribution, he might decide to give 8 over 10 also. And the last person, the facilitator might decide to give 10 over 10. This is the table that will be sent back to you from the facilitator. Then the next thing we are going to do is to design this table to make it more beautiful. Now, let's design our table. Let's go to Table Tools. We have different design. Look at this. Depends on your choice. Can go further to choose another design. If you are not okay with this color, take any other one. It depends on how you want it. Now, let's go with this. You can see our table is looking beautiful. This, after scoring it by the facilitators, the table is looking beautiful. We have designed it. This is the table we are going to send to our students to see their scores. Now, let's recap on how to harvest the contribution on discussion forum and scoring the students. The step 1 is to log into your accounts, your VLE accounts. The next thing to do is to click on the course. When it brings out the discussion forum, you click on it and you see all the entries for the discussion forum. Then the next thing is to start our copy and paste by opening the MS Word, write the title, you copy the topic of the discussion forum, place on it. Then the next thing is to create our table, which you put the column and rows according to the number of the participants. Then the next thing is to fill the table according to what you have in the discussion forum. We first write the number, name of the student, the contribution, and the scores. After copying all the entries, putting the names and their contribution there, you send the table to the facilitator for scoring. When you get back the table from the facilitator after scoring them, then you can now send it to our students. Once again, my name is SODLT LESSON. Thanks for listening.